Hello guys, welcome back. So today, after doing the unboxing of the AUTOTERM Planar heater, now we are going to take it apart and see what's inside it. So let's take everything out, look at the components and how they are made, and let's see what type of solutions they did here, also what type of materials and the quality of the materials they used. Just to get started, I put the two heaters. This is the Eberspacher one. I put the two heaters together and we can see that the AUTOTERM Planar one is a little bit longer than the Eberspacher one. And also another thing which we can see, the back of the heater is not coming down, so all the case it's from one piece, two pieces, well, the top and the bottom, but we cannot change the exit of the heater. So where on this one we can use also a 75mm exit, on this one we have to deal with what we have. Yeah, probably there are options to make the diameter bigger right after the exit with some reductions and so on, but straight just the heater itself we cannot use it directly like on this one. Okay, so let's put the Eberspacher one aside and focus on this one. Like I was saying, everything is one piece. We have a grill on the intake and also on the output of the heater. We should take this down. Yes, probably they will fit on the Eberspacher one if we try them. Yeah, a little bit bigger, but they do fit, so it's not exactly like that. And the case is held by these clips, and these are normally in this position. Now I'm not gonna lie, I already opened the heater because I wanted to see what's inside, and by the time doing this video, to give you all the information correctly of things that I found inside, because yeah, this is a new heater to me also. Yeah, so these are the clips. Normally these are in this position covering this plastic at all. I didn't want to put them back because you have to force them down and I do not want to damage them by mistake. So yeah, we have 4 of these. We will take them down right away. And compared to Eberspacher, we have a lot of connectors here on the heater. As you saw earlier, the Eberspacher has only one. We have here a lot of connectors, and I did a little bit of research before making this video. So this is an optional external sensor that we can connect here. This one will go to the controller, yes, and this one is the power supply for the heater. This one will go to the fuel pump, if I'm not mistaken. And these two wires are a little bit interesting. So we have 2 separate wires here. In the manual I read that if you connect these 2 wires together, the heater will run for 2 hours. Yes, so even if a short impulse between 1 and 3 seconds, the heater will run 2 hours with the less settings that the heater had. We will take down these clips, 4 of them on in each corner. Yes, and now the top, we can take down the top, and this is should be really easy. No, why not? It should come down. Let's try. Okay, so here is the top. There is a place here for this pin to hold the heater in the in the casing we have these little insulators that will come here on the heat exchanger, so the heat exchanger doesn't touch the case and also so it doesn't move around. The next thing we see is the PCB board, and as you can see it's exposed to the elements, I mean to the inside. There is some weatherproofing here in this kind of a gel thing, I don't know, but not all the components are protected and everything is out here to see. This I think is a temperature sensor. I'm not really sure, I didn't find any information about what is this, but I don't know if there is another one anywhere. Anyway, the heater is designed when the PCB reaches 55 degrees, then the heater will stop to protect the PCB. This is what the manual says. Also we can see the overheat sensor here, overheat, but differently from Ebuspayer. Ebuspayer has here a combined sensor which is overheat and also a flame sensor. This is only a flame sensor if I understood correctly from the manuals, and this will stop the heater when the heat exchanger reaches 250 degrees. Okay, and signaling overheating. Next, it's the glow plug, which I took out, but I took out with it can be taken out only the plug or also this reduction that it's holding the glow plug, and also this one screws into the burning chamber, as we will see in just a few minutes. Okay, so let's take down also the bottom of the case. This is the plug from the fuel line. We can see a really thick fuel line here, a really big hole in it. Just for comparison, if we compare it to the Ebuspayer one, it's maybe like half of the diameter. Let's take down the gasket. It's pretty much the same as for an electronic, and yeah, the bottom case just comes down. Similar to the top, it also has these two insulations which hold the heat exchanger, and also another pin here where this fan, this plastic from the fan also goes in to prevent the heater probably going backwards and forwards in the case. And also we have some holes here that will match up with these parts on the heat exchanger, and also keeping everything together. I can say about the quality of the plastic, it's similar to Ebuspayer ones, so I don't see a problem with this. Yeah, and we can move on to the next component. The glow plug wires are just fixed here with two normal terminals, yeah, automotive terminals, so these come down easily. Yes, the next thing, we have a connector for the fan. This is one connector for the fan, and there is also another connection for the fan here in these terminals, and this here connects to the overheat sensor. So we need a fine a little screwdriver like this, and let's open this up. You have to be really careful and hold this connector while you are working at it, because it will bend really easily from the PCB. There is some silicone put here in order to block the screws, I guess. Yeah, and this is out, and we can see the wires are just put in there, a little bit of solder on the end of the wires, nothing special. On this side it's the same. I will do it in the same way. I will hold the connector, because at first I did this and the connector just bent down from the PCB, so you have to be careful to hold it, otherwise you can break it. Okay, these two also come out, and we have just one screw on the top that works. And this is what we will take down next. So we can have a look closer at the PCB. So this is just one screw here, like on the electronic. We will just put this screw aside, and now we can take down the PCB. Well, it comes down by itself, and also there is a little plastic washer here that prevents the PCB from directly touching the metal on the blower. So you can take a look at it. There is nothing really much to see. Here is also some weather protection, but only partially, because there are still components that can be seen. This type of connectors here, a little bit flimsy. We have a big triac probably here instead of a relay. I don't know, probably this is for the glow plug. And we have the glow plug here. Yeah, and we can see it goes to one of the terminals. So probably this is for switching on the glow plug. On this side, some condensers, and everything is soldered directly to the board. Like I said, I believe this is a sensor, but I'm not sure. And that's pretty much it what we have here. So really basic. The quality of it, it's for you to decide. I'm trying to do some unbiased reviews here. You know, I work mostly with atmosphere heaters, so maybe for me those are better, but you can decide for yourself. You know, atmosphere controls are weather tight and so on. Okay, so let's put this aside and let's get on with this. I will remove the blower. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and the last one here. And the blower is down. Okay. Let's be careful. Put all the screws aside here. We will need them later. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are here. And let's take a closer look at the blower. So we can see marks here, some tear downs from the plastic here. So this means that the blower is balanced. Yeah, and this how everybody usually balances the blowers. Atmosphere also has these things when they break plastics from this side in order to keep the blower balanced. We cannot see what's in there anymore because I don't want to take this down. It's just not worth it to unbalance the blower just to see what's here. So I think it's a brushless blower, judging by how it's rotating. So I don't know what the life of one of these blowers is, but at least it's brushless, and it looks like it's a quality blower. I don't know what to say. Anyway, you can feel some vibrations in the hand when you move it, but probably from the magnets inside and not from the bearings. It's more or less silent. We will see when we fire up the heater. Okay, moving on, we have a gasket here, which we need to be careful not to break it. I don't have a spare one for this. And now we have a plate here, which behind of this is the burner. So we will take this down. So I took down the plate. It's here. It's just a simple plate, not stainless steel, nothing. It's just probably to ensure airflow to one side of the burning chamber. or to create some turbulence. I'm not sure why is this here, but this could be one of the reasons. And next we can see some spacers here, and also now we need to take up the glow plug. Now this is something you have to be careful. Every connection here looks a little bit flimsy, so take really big care with this glow plug. As I said, from the manual I saw this can be removed, only the glow plug, but we need to take it out with everything else because we want to take out the burner also. So I didn't find the quite tool that I need here, probably something else, but I managed to open it like this with a 27mm wrench. Yeah, okay, this comes out easily here, or at least it should. Always taking care that we don't break these wires of the glow plug, because then we will need to order a new one probably. Okay, so taking out the glow plug, we can see, I don't know if this is ceramic or not. Anyway, it looks like it has been fired up. It has, so maybe it is tested. Also has a gasket here under this connector reduction, how do you want to call it? It's a brass thingy. Okay, let's move on. And now we will take out the burner. This is the only thing remaining here. And we need a 10mm socket for this. I will use this tool to get it out. Sometimes I do not find the words for some things. It's a little bit harder in English. It's not an electric screwdriver, it's a what? A drill? A drilling machine? Yeah, could be that, I'm not sure. Okay, so next let's take out the burner from here. This is the last piece, and it comes out with the gasket just like a spare one. And yeah, this is the burner. We can see inside it. I already took some pictures, so I will show you the pictures how it looks inside. So there is a mesh inside there. It doesn't look really straight, or it could be a little bit more refined. And I also found a little piece of carbon already inside. I'm not sure how much is it visible for the pictures. Maybe I will try to modify the pictures a little bit so you can see it. It's there in one corner. Okay, and actually we can see some smoke or carbon marks here already, and the heater is new, so I didn't connect the heater to anything. I didn't fire up the heater. This is the way it came from the factory, and you can see I already touched it here and it's on my hands. So I don't know if they tested it or tried to test it, or anyway, I don't know. So there is carbon already inside. Also the weldings aren't refined enough as they should be. Could be that this heater worked. I mean, this could be flame marks. I don't know. I don't know if they test the heaters, all the heaters before delivering. That is an interesting thing to know, if anybody knows that. So if you know, please write it in the comments. And from this side we can see some holes and so on. We also have a screen for the glow plug, just like a spare. Probably this is a changeable part, as I saw it in the manuals. So I think you can change the screen here. Also has a breathing hole like a spare. And yeah, this is This is kind of similar to the Nebelspeicher burner, but here I think it's somewhere mixed between the DLC and the electronic, because the DLCs had this type of burners in the heat exchanger, that the type you could not take out, and then the electronic came with this type that you could take out and service it, not change the whole heat exchanger. So it's something in between. Probably they took something from the DLCs, something from the electronic, and made this kind of burner. Yeah. Does it last? I don't know. I cannot say. I have some partners and they don't really have great feedback about these heaters, so it's up to you. I do not want to say if the heater is worth the money or not, but I'm just trying to show you what's up with it, how it's built, and you can decide for yourself if it's worth the investment or just buying some really no brands that could serve you better. It's up to you. So yeah, we can see the carbon inside there, and I don't know if this heater was working or not. Something clearly is inside here, and it has some burn marks. So who knows, we will test the heater and we will see if it's working fine or not. This is it. We don't have anything else here. So these are all the components. I don't know, what do you think? Yeah, the build quality is so and so, so there are good parts, there are parts that could be better, and yeah, I don't know, so it's up to you. Okay, so I will put the heater back together and then I will try to start it and see what happens. Okay, so we installed the heater. I already started it a few times because I wanted to check every operating mode that it has here to let you know exactly which one is doing what, and it's really interesting to see, and we will go through a few of them. So I already told you at the unboxing, the heater has 4 temperature modes. I will try to put a picture here on the screen now, so it's clearer. So there is temperature mode, which says the heater will maintain the set temperature by reducing the heating power without shutting down the combustion process. Okay, so everything is clear. Yeah, and we will see what's the problem with this one. It's really interesting. So the second one, power mode. The heater will operate on a set power level. So yes, you can set the power levels on the display. We will see what happens there. Heat plus ventilation. So this will operate the heater. The combustion process will go until the heater reaches 1 degree above the set point, and then we'll switch to ventilation and we'll switch back the heating again when 5 degrees is a temperature difference of 5 degrees from the set point is reached. So it will be 5 degrees cooler inside the vehicle. And the thermostat mode, the heater will operate until to the set point, and then it will switch off the combustion process, and it will also switch off the heater, and the heater will restart again when the temperature the temperature drops by a specified degree. I don't know how many. Probably it's somewhere in the manual, or probably you can set it. I'm not sure of this. But anyway, let's start the heater. So, sorry. Let me just try to find this display here so you can see it. And also let me show you how I installed everything that the heater came with. So just a minute, this camera is not cooperating now. Okay, so let's hope you can see it now. So I used everything from the heater's box, the silencer. The other one you can see there, it's from an added Ebespeher one, so we didn't use that. We used the one that came in the kit. Again, I hit something with this tripod. We used the intake silencer from the installation kit, and also we used the fuel lines and also the fuel pump from the installation kit. So everything that the heater is working with, it's what came with the installation kit. But things to say, these clamps, these hose clamps are a pain, so very low quality. They are not stainless steel, so who knows how much it will last, and you can feel when tightening them that they are really poor quality. So yeah, some cheap things. I also put the fuel pipe directly into the canister because I don't have such a thick suction connection. There is one in the kit, but I didn't want to use that and cut it and so on, so we just put the hose directly into the canister and it should be fine. We connected everything to the heater, the cable harness and so on, and it's connected to a battery over there. Yeah, so that's it, and let's try to power up the heater and see what's happening. Well, okay guys, so to my surprise, you will see that the heater works interestingly, I will have to say. So let's put it on temperature mode. Yeah, okay, so here in the heating menu we have, oh, and it's on temperature mode, so this says the heater will maintain the set temperature by reducing the heating power. Okay, so let's go here, let's set the temperature of, let's say 25 degrees. We have 20 degrees now here, and yeah, let's put it on infinite. Okay, so the heater should start now. The display has a really short on time, so immediately it will go out. We can also see some LED rings here that are changing color. Yeah, we have now heating, so it's red. I saw it when the heater is shutting down, it turns to green, and probably on ventilation there is another color. I didn't check the ventilation because for me it's not relevant. We care about the heating process. As you see, the display is off, and we will let the heater start. It takes a little bit of time. I don't know how to put this here. Okay, probably like that. Okay, so the heater is speeding up now, and actually the heater is really silent. So to my surprise, it's a really silent heater. I think maybe it's more silent than the electronic, I'm not sure. I will do a comparison of the sound levels, but anyway, I was expecting worse, to be honest. The pump is also silent. Well, of course you can hear it, but it's not that rattling sound that we are used to. So the pump is really silent. Also the heater is silent, and this is the maximum power, I think. Yeah, let me take the camera close to the pump. So I'm not sure how much can you hear, but it's the pump is silent. Yeah. Okay. Now here comes the interesting part, the part that I don't understand, and I don't really understand why it's like that. So guys, look, we have a set point of 25 degrees, yeah? Okay, we will not bother with that. And this is temperature mode, which says the heater will run to maintain the temperature. It will switch to low power mode. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm holding the display in front of the heater outlet, so we can raise the temperature a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but right now we have 30 degrees on the display. Yeah, the display is switching off all the time, and this is annoying. So right away, well, it's not instant, but the heater will switch to a lower power level. Yeah, but the interesting thing is, I tested this before, and I held the display here until we had 60 some degrees, and the interesting thing is the heater will keep on working on its low power level. It doesn't care of what temperature is reached in the cab. So what do you think about that? I mean, come on, yeah, if the heater knows that it's over the set point and it knows to go in the low power mode, why doesn't it stop? I mean, I don't know the logic of this. Yeah, so I can leave it here. Yeah, I can leave it here a lot of time, nothing will happen. It will just keep on working on low power. I don't want to stop the video because I want to show you guys in real time. So please correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody works with these heaters, tell me there's a different story to this. So then why is it temperature mode? I mean, how does it help us? The heater will work on the lowest setting, and the same thing happens in power level mode. So in power mode, or how is it called? So you can set the heater to the lowest power level, and it will not care how many degrees you will have in the cab. It will just keep on working. Yeah. And the other two, the heat and ventilation, I did not test, but I really think it's similar to thermostat mode. The only thing is it will not stop the fan. So thermostat mode works. Yeah, you can set the temperature and the heater will stop. So it will stop the combustion process at the exact same temperature, but without going into a lower power level. So from max it will just stop the burning, and then when the temperature is low again, it will again start the heating process. I don't know what to say, guys, and then this is something when this heater lacks off. This is not an intelligent control. We have to take care of the battery as most as we can, and by these repeated starting processes we just consuming a lot of power, because the glow plug takes a lot of power when it's starting. And if you have let's say a temperature difference 5, or maybe if you don't have a good installation on the car, maybe you have 5 or 6 restarts in 1 hour, and that's just consuming the battery. So what I want to say, to some point it has temperature control, but it's not an intelligent one. So I will leave you guys to think about it, and actually I don't know. Other than that, the heater is silent, it's working. Yeah, I cannot say a lot of bad things about it besides yeah, this control mode. So this is, I think, the most advanced controller from them, and this is the thing it's doing. So the heater is still burning, the pump is still working, and we have 58, 57 degrees on the display. Yeah, so it's crazy. Well guys, anyway, this is it. If you have any questions, or if I said something wrong, then please correct me in the comments. Other than this, I would like to wish you a nice day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to see more heater videos or whatever will come here in the workshop. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.